Charlie Kilo. The name is Joe, and I'm right here in north central North Carolina, a small town called Roxboro. It's about 45 miles or so north of Raleigh. Go ahead.
Yeah, you cleaned it up pretty good now. Sound more like Joe.
Roger. Yeah, I had things up a little bit too high. Same thing, the bands have been bad, for the past week or so, so, gagging up the mic gain and, turning on a little bit of processing and, trying to do whatever I can, right now, I'm just running this, ALS 600 and it doesn't do a whole lot of wattage, but, it seems to put out pretty well. I've been, really happy with it. It's been a great amp.
Yeah, you don't need anything over 500 watts on extra help on any band, in my belief, so.
Did sound real good.
Yeah, you're right about that, Philip. The first 100 watts and then the first 500 watts, and after that, it's really kind of a waste.
Roger. And the higher you go, the bigger your electric bill gets too, over.
Well, not only that, but the more expensive the equipment is, and Lord forbid you have to have something repaired, it gets incredibly expensive then. Go ahead.
Roger. Who was the other comment?
Whiskey 4 and Ragchew On, North Carolina.
Okay, your audio's a little pinched up, like it might be too much compression. Good afternoon to you. Name here is Philip, and I'm in Butler, Tennessee. KD4KIT.
Yeah, well, I turned my mic on for a bit. We have Q-Point, North Carolina. I just, and I'm over there, like, over 60K. I didn't call you recently, so I'm just checking everything out. Glad I'm getting out of Tennessee. Conditions is really bad this afternoon.
Roger. You still have a little bit of audio issue. I don't know if you're running compression or not. It sounds a little pinched up, over.
I step on, I'm going to check the mic.
Okay, well, say hello to the other two gentlemen in there. KD4KIT. You copy him, Joe?
Yeah, this is Reed. He's just a little crackly. And something's wrong with his microphone, I guess. But I think mine. Is this any better?
Hey, fellas, I'll be right back. KW4CK.
Alright, come on back, Joe. Yeah, try it again, sir.
I think. Hold on.
Your audio, it's very hard to read the audio. It sounds like way too much compression, over. I couldn't understand any of that. Definitely a microphone issue, I guess.
I turned mine up. That should be a little bit better. You guys go ahead. I'm going to stand by and listen for a while. I'll get back in a few minutes. This is W4RZD in North Carolina. Copy W4RC, I think. RZD. RZD. Delta.
RZD. I know that call.
Yeah, I'm running something before. I just moved in from South Carolina.
Ragchew On.
Well, I've been here for a couple of weeks, but I hate to wait. I'm really having some problems with my summer.
Okay, well, cool. Glad you got relocated. After you just figure out what the issue is with that microphone, you got a good signal. The audio's just all garbled up. Okay, that round there, you were totally unlegible. It's getting worse. And I heard Teddy come back. Hello, Teddy.
Hello, I was going to see if y'all could hear me. I just got my new antenna there. They're going to check. I wanted the professionals to hear it.
Professionals. Well, I don't know for professionals, but we're amateur operators. I guess that's close enough. Sounded good. You 5.9 plus, putting out a good signal.
Hi, Roger. Yeah, this is the inverted L bottom, end pad. And I've got it done in a L shape. I had my son, he just come over and reconstructed everything. I told her, I said, well, I picked the try her out.
Well, it's definitely working good.
Well, I got everything pretty well raised up, but 20 meters, and it's 1.7. Well, 80 meters is a little high, but they ain't nobody hardly on 80 meters anymore. But everything else is good. 10 meters is 1.2 to 1.5 all the way through the band, so that's good. That is infed, like one of those long wires you put that fancy balun on. Yeah, you put the balun, 9 to 1 balun at the bottom of it, and feed off of that with 100 and something meter wire. I've got the paperwork on the desk, but yeah, it seems to do all right.
KW4CK on the 31.
A KQ4ENID in it.
Alright, K4KIP.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Central Echo Delta. Well, good. Hey, good grief.
Well, it takes all kinds, doesn't it? Key up on a bunch of people in conversation. That's not very nice.
Yeah, if you've got a easy radio, just enable the DNF. That takes out a little bit of that noise.
And the band's crowded, you know.
If you're running an ICOM, enable the AM. That's the auto notch on that one.
Well, I guess my auto notch didn't like it.
Takes all kinds nowadays. I guess that's one of the confused individuals that can't figure out their gender, Rover.
Roger on the gender.
What radio are you operating?
Icon.
Which one?
Well, it's 7300. It should have just blanketed it out, but that was pretty bad.
Okay, so if you enable press notch again, and it'll go to manual notch, then you can press and hold, and then you can
Never mind.
you can manually swing that notch in the opposite direction to hit that tone to get rid of it. Roger.
10-4.
Of course, with those icons, you start playing around with that manual notch, and you'll get everything sounding real funny.
Funny, like in ha-ha?
No, funny as in, you may not hear certain things if you, do a whole lot of band hopping. You need to unenable that stuff whenever you go somewhere else.
Roger, that's a
That's a real good signal on that. Just get the phone.
You still got some issues with the microphone.
I do?
No, the other gentleman.
Oh, okay.
RZD.
Well, I just don't take up with people that throw a Hegardyne in there. I'd rather just call them down and not take up for them. Well, it's my fault for not having my notch filter on. Different point now. That is better.
Well, they know what they're doing when they do it. It's a shame. You know, what gets me is, I really love, I really enjoy chasing DX, just seeing how far I can talk, and seeing how far I can listen. A lot of times, especially with somebody I've already worked, I'll go to their frequency just to tune them in, to listen to them, especially if I don't need them. And man, good grief, the people that come in there, and that's the first thing they do is they come in there and start tuning on the frequency. And some of them, I don't understand why it takes everybody so long to tune. I mean, if your antenna's that far out of tune, you need to do something to that antenna and stop relying on that tuner to try to help you. If it takes you more than 10 seconds, I would say, then yeah, there's something other that's amiss there, that you need to pay a little bit more attention to and try to resolve an issue.
Don't know what they're doing yet.
What do you say?
I can't hear him. He's down in the noise on me.
I can't pull them out either.
That's okay.
Say again?
My compression is up to 5.
Yeah, it's still running a little high, over.
That's not it. He's got a, I don't know what it sounds like. His audio's breaking up. It sounds alright. Just
It's pinched up like it's way too much compression. I'm not sure what radio he's running.
well, I don't know. That's just that sucks. A little bit something wrong with it. Yeah, I want another microphone. I want a Icom hand mic. Mine went to hell. I don't know why. One day it was good, and they cost $50 a hand mic. But that's what I gotta have.
What kind of mic are you talking on now?
Well, I'm on a headset. Yeah.
Well, that thing sounds really good. I mean it does. I'm not particularly fond of the headsets. Most times when people wear those headsets and you hear them, they sound like they're piloting an aircraft. I don't know a much better way to explain it than that. But yeah, it sounds like they're sounds like they're some form of aviation pilot, and it's very profound just the sound of it. But yeah, that one you got, man, that thing sounds great.
Oh, I appreciate it. And actually, it's not a Harley. It's an aircraft bought it second hand. It didn't cost $300. It cost like, I don't know what, I think $19, and it cost like $19 to ship it. And I put a different phono plug on the end, and it's just as good as a Heil. And I have the mic setting at like 17%. If I turn it much more, it just, way bad. That's a true story. It's looks just like one of those Heil headsets, but in the hard, you hear me tap on it, it's the hard things on the ears, and it has an input for a separate input, but yeah.
It really has a phenomenal sound. I'm not joking about it. It's a great sound. Shoot, I'd be happy with that. I mean, unless you just don't really fancy the headset. I've got some stuff going on here. I really don't use a headset much, and I really never use any kind of box. Between kids and the dogs and my wife yelling at me. I got to make sure I don't have a box enabled. That might be embarrassing at certain points.
Y'all heard me comment about the dogs before. I can hear them out here in the driveway. I know this mic is very hot, but I like a hot mic as long as you don't have a fan going, or a dog barking.
Yeah, it sounds great. You must not have no background noise and nothing going on. So I really don't hear nothing but your audio coming through. KW4CK on the 40.
Thank you. It's Kilo Quebec for Echo November, North Carolina.
Yeah, go ahead, RCD. Well, I can't tell for sure. The band's took another dip. It sounds a lot cleaner, but it's not as strong at the moment. You guys hear RZD?
A little bit.
Yeah, he's way down in the noise. I can try to turn some knobs and see if I can get it a little bit better.
Yeah, band took another dip on us.
The fan is in trouble hearing you guys. But now about 70 watts. I heard him say 7 watts? 70 watts. 70, okay. I'm a truck driver, and I have to hold still. It won't work going down the road. The antenna's too heavy. It's 8 foot long. And when I'll get in the truck stop about 4 o'clock, found a parking place. Y'all might have heard me, or most of them might have not, because you have to get stopped. You clamp. I got a little mechanism that's made out of rebar, a vice grip. You clamp that 8-foot whip on top of the trailer, and it works on 75 meters. I talked to my boys on the 80, and I need to get me a 40 for the daytime. But man, it works. You tune it within 1/8 of an inch. I mean, that's how sharp tuning it is. It works. It does. It energizes the whole top of that trailer, and that's the magic. It says KQ4EN. Yeah,
I really want to hear more about it, but I've got to go real quick. I'll be right back. KW4CK.
Alright, we'll come on back.
Yeah, and I ordered a 40 meter. MFJ was out of